Hey everyone, it's me Ash, and I hope you're doing really well, having an amazing day and an amazing week so far. I wanted to share with you a powerful realization that I just recently had earlier this morning. And sometimes I do a lot of deep healing work, a lot of yoga, a lot of meditation, cold plunging, work with sacred medicines. I'm continuously going deeper and deeper inside myself and my own trauma to unravel it all, for deep healing, to open up space for new growth and potential. It's an amazing journey, but sometimes you do that work and you get you heal trauma and you have expansion, and then other times, it just comes out of nowhere. And this morning I was just driving along and I had this realization, and I've had this limiting belief that I haven't really had much awareness of, like conscious awareness, until today. But it's pretty deep, and this limiting belief was that I'm a slow learner. And I've always said that about myself. I'm a slow learner. If I've ever started a new job, I've always had fear inside of me and I've always felt the need to tell my employer or whoever it was that, hey, just so you know, I'm a slow learner. I take time to learn things. Like sometimes it takes a bit of time to sink in, but once it does, generally it's all good and I can become quite efficient over time, but I'm a slow learner. And that's a limiting belief that I've held about myself for a long time, a very, very, very long time. Now, I had a realization today. I was just driving home after I taught yoga this morning, and I had the realization that actually in the last 5-6 months, I have learned an incredible amount of knowledge, particularly about some sacred medicine stuff that I've been doing, but also yoga and meditation in a very quick space of time. And I thought, hang on a minute, I thought I was a slow learner. Why am I learning things so quickly? And why are these things landing so deeply in my body to the point where I'm having these powerful conversations with people and recalling, deep knowledge and wisdom and, peer-reviewed literature and all this kind of stuff? Like, I'm reciting that after only hearing it just once. It's not taking me listening to something multiple times or reading something multiple times over to absorb into my brain. I have become a quick learner, and I had this powerful realization. And so what I've realized is that I'm not a slow learner. That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's not true. I'm not a slow learner. I was just learning the wrong stuff. I wasn't focusing my attention on the things that I was truly passionate about, my truest calling, my highest calling. And that's the work that I've been doing this year. I've been putting all my energy into every moment that I'm in. What brings me joy? What am I passionate about? What do I love doing? I'm just doing, and this year I've just been doing what I love in each moment, and that's it. Real simple, like nothing complex about it whatsoever. Just every moment I am doing what I love to do. Now, sometimes that's rest. Sometimes I like to lay down and have a rest for 30 minutes in the afternoon. Sometimes I like to make a phone call to a person who's made an inquiry about my business, to empower them about how I can help them to transform, to heal themselves, to learn that process and become empowered. Sometimes it's doing yoga, sometimes it's meditating, sometimes it's getting in the cold plunge, whatever it is. Every moment that goes past, moment to moment, I am choosing to do things that I love, and I do not have time for anything that is less than that vibration. And that's all I'm focusing on this year. And it is empowering and powerful. And what it's taught me is that, and sometimes it is reading peer-reviewed literature and looking at studies and listening to podcasts and reading books and watching documentaries, or I love that stuff. I eat that stuff up. I am passionate about learning. Particularly, I've been learning a lot this year about sacred cannabis, sacred mushrooms, sacred cacao, yoga. Like, I'm taking it deeper and deeper with all these things that I'm passionate about. And it's incredible. And so I'm not a slow learner. That limiting belief has just been shattered without me needing to do anything. There was no force or effort. And that's what happens when you do enough of this work. You just have these moments that come to you out of nowhere. And nothing comes out of nowhere. There's no coincidences. It's all, it's all by design. But just immensely, it just blows me away every single time, and I just can't believe how beautiful and magical this life is, and the potential for growth that we all have and that we all hold every single day and every single moment. We all hold this magic and this growth potential inside of us, and this year I've expanded in such profound ways that it just blows my mind. And I'm bringing as many people as I can along with me. I've connected with hundreds and hundreds of people this year, way more than I have ever had capacity to connect with. I'm naturally an introverted person. That's another limiting belief, that I'm an introvert. I'm definitely not an introvert. I have times of deep introspection, very, very deep introspection. Okay, so that's where I might, appear to have that label as an introvert, but I am definitely not an introvert. Just because you have periods of deep introspection, like I have also deep periods of being extroverted and being social. I can make 100 phone calls a day to connect with beautiful people and have beautiful, empowering conversations. And at the end of the day, and that was yesterday for me, so many powerful conversations. I had a huge amount of powerful conversations on the phone, some in person, teaching yoga. And I got to the end of the day and I was not fatigued one bit. In fact, I had abundant energy, and I went to bed and I slept deeply for about 5 hours. I got up at 5 a.m. and I had beautiful energy, abundant energy to do my yoga practice. I did an hour of yoga, meditated for about 10 minutes, got in the cold plunge. And that's the clue. They're the clues that you got to look for. When you find that energy, whatever it is that lights up your soul that deeply in that powerful way, that is your highest calling. That's what I'm stepping into this year and right now in this moment, and I will continue to step into that every moment going forward until my last breath. It's beautiful. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope you enjoyed that little share. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video.